Welcome to Awakening You channel. We hope you found something here that sparked your interest and assists you in your awakening journey. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Beloved Masters, for thousands of years in your third or fourth dimensional reality, humankind has focused on gaining love, power, and satisfaction from those around them via etheric cords attached to the solar plexus in order to siphon off the energy of others in a horizontal fashion. The game of duality has been a push or pull dance, or an endeavor to incorporate from others that which you lack or thought would create love and a sense of self-worth in your lives. Without even realizing what was taking place, it became the norm to seek positive emotional energy and advantage by attaching these etheric cords to those closest to you, whether it be family members, especially children or mates, friends, acquaintances, or co-workers. When in truth, by doing so you were enmeshing yourselves more deeply in the karmic game of cause and effect. This lifeline that you created or allowed others to create with you worked both ways, and whereby you thought you would receive that which you needed. More often than not, you were or are being drained or manipulated by others, depending on who is the strongest mentally and emotionally. Yes, you have always had that love or lifeline from the Supreme Creator and our Father or Mother God, for without it you would cease to exist. However, down through the ages as you moved further away from the generating source of life, this lifeline was stretched to the maximum and narrowed into a thin light cord, whereby the vertical life-giving elixir that you were able to receive was diminished to a bare minimum. Envision the horizontal energy cords with others becoming stronger and stronger, like a giant, intricate web, as it wove its way further and further from you, incorporating more and more people and more disruptive frequency patterns along the way. We wish you to become aware of how dramatically and forcefully others affect you, your actions and reactions when you function in this manner. You are tossed about by the whims of others, and are influenced by the strongest and most popular concepts or beliefs of the time. You try to live up to other people's standards and follow the fickle and ever-changing fashions, traditions and rules set by those who have the ability to siphon the most energy from those around them. They set themselves up as role models and experts until someone more powerful comes along and gains mastery over the masses for a time. In the past, and to a great extent in the present time, the majority of the people on earth have been controlled by those in political, religious, and industrial power, for the majority of these groups are constantly sending out opinions and propaganda to keep the masses in line via promises to solve everyone's problems and make their lives better. They have sought to keep you in a herd state whereby you willingly follow the leaders without question as you seek to feel secure, and do not have to make any challenging life-changing decisions for yourselves. In reality, covertly and quite often through fear and intimidation, the intention has been to take and keep control of the masses, and to siphon off as much energy as possible through the energetic cord attachment process. We have said many times, it has taken much courage and determination to step out and beyond the accepted popular beliefs of the collective consciousness of humanity, which is a dense, stifling composite of negative thought forms which have kept you disempowered and enslaved for thousands of years. We have emphasized the importance of returning to a sovereign state of being, which means, in essence, reclaiming and reintegrating all the multiple facets of your beingness, which is a prerequisite for the masses returning to oneness process. You must begin by severing all the energy cords and attachments you have created with others throughout your many lifetimes, and by breaking all agreements which no longer serve your greatest good, agreements made past, present or future, in this or in any other reality. We have given you many exercises and instructions as to how this can most effectively be accomplished, and we strongly encourage you to complete this process within your pyramid of light in the fifth dimension. In that environment, you are functioning at a soul level and will bypass all of the distortions and misconceptions of the ego. It is also one of the quickest and most effective ways to balance and harmonize old karmic issues as you seek to step off the wheel of karma and into a state of grace. You must rebuild, strengthen, and expand your lifeline so that you will gradually be able to integrate the maximum amount of the love or light elixir. We have told you that the rarefied energy from the heart core of the Supreme Creator is now filtering down upon the earth and humanity via the pyramids in the fifth dimension, and the celestial cities of light. You must prepare and make yourselves ready for this wondrous gift and baptism of light. As you connect with and begin the process of allowing this transforming energy to flow through you, you will be stepping onto an accelerated path of ascension. After you have visited the city of light closest to you, and received the initial infusion via one of the ascension accelerator chambers, it is as if a spigot has been opened and a connection is established directly between the appropriate vibration frequencies and your life or line. Thereafter, as you integrate, process and project each level of higher vibrational patterns, you will be taken to the next sub-level to receive an even higher infusion of light. And as you anchor each higher level of love or light within the earth and radiate it out into the world, it is automatically connected to the harmonious frequency patterns of other light workers, building, strengthening, transforming the earth and humanity. It is important for you to understand that no matter where you live, there is a city of light in place in the higher dimensions that you have access to. The portals are accessible to you from your personal pyramid of light, whereby you will be taken directly to the city of light closest to where you live, and you have the ability to anchor that rarefied gift of light through the same process. Can you not see the perfection of this plan, and the integral part you are to play in this monumental opportunity for humanity to return to self-mastery and a higher state of being? Gradually, you will no longer be influenced or affected by the horizontal frequencies of discord, for the transforming patterns of light will clear all the distortions within your force field and beyond. You will radiate powerful, harmonious vibrational patterns which will go forth in an infinity sign before you, behind you, and to the left and right of you, thereby insulating you from, or smoothing and calming all the troubled, distorted energies of chaos within your path. It is important that you realize that each phase of the divine plan is holographically imprinted upon the Earth's auric field, and there is a code or etheric impulse which has been or will be ignited within each of you at the appropriate time. An impulse nudging, encouraging, and inspiring you to fulfill your integral part of the plan. It has been carefully designed so that if one of you abdicates, there will always be another brave soul ready to step into that assigned mission. The divine plan will not be denied, it is fail-safe. For those who do not step to the fore and claim their designated assignment, it is a wondrous opportunity lost and, quite often, the soul involved will choose to transcend. However, all is not lost, for they will be given an opportunity at a future time to claim their mastery and fulfill their part of the divine blueprint. No matter your beliefs, the celestial winds of change are growing stronger and stronger as they permeate everything and everyone on earth. All must evolve or devolve, no thing remains static. As you strive to attain self-mastery, you will become more self-confident and will accept the truths you gain through personal experience, validated via your higher self. You will no longer be willing to accept concepts through dogmatic, blind faith, but will process all new ideas and theories through your own heart or soul monitor. We have cautioned you time and time again, do not accept anything anyone says until you validate it as your truth. Many of you are beginning to develop your inherent abilities of clairvoyance, clear seeing, and clairaudience, clear hearing. However, you are either uncomfortable about your budding extrasensory powers or you mistrust and therefore reject most of the information you receive from within. It is time for all of you to develop and use your higher senses, and the sooner you do so, the more quickly you will attain self-mastery. Many have the misconception that clairvoyance is exclusively a process of viewing pictures or a moving picture in the mind. However, many people receive thought packets or holographic pictures in their minds that have to be deciphered. Clairvoyant abilities usually begin with small spontaneous insights, and some may begin to see auras around people or flashes of light out of the corners of their eyes. When the third eye begins to open or becomes activated, it is a common occurrence to see geometric light patterns or a beautiful, pulsating kaleidoscope of colors during meditation. It is not unusual to receive a holographic thought form that may be a probable future, or a concept that the higher self is trying to convey to you. Probable futures are just that and can be altered, changed, or diffused through positive intention. Discernment must always be first and foremost before accepting or acting on any information from any source. This is the first rule in gaining self-mastery. With important matters, and before taking action on what you have been told or given through someone else, you should always ask that the information be validated in the physical expression so that you will know the information is accurate. Your higher self or the beings of light do not make predictions, for they know how quickly everything can change because of humanity's gift of free will. There are many potential probable futures, and in predicting a future event, the predictor usually focuses on the strongest probable future in giving information. However, everything can change in a flash of energy and often does, as the energy is shifted from one possible event to another. Predictions of possible future cataclysmic events are often given so that you may use your gift of free will and co-create energies to change the future for the better. Clear hearing or clairaudience usually begins with what seems to be just an inner knowing and usually with small coincidences and little miracles. It sometimes feels like a flash of inspiration from within, and usually entails new or fresh concepts or information. It may seem as though words are flowing into your mind, and it may or may not involve voices from within your mind. You may begin to get answers to your questions, and information that becomes more complex as you become more proficient and tap into higher vibrational patterns or more refined cosmic information. This may result in receiving detailed information beyond your scope of knowledge. However, you should be aware that it is imperative that you process, integrate, and put into action all of the higher truths or concepts that are given to you before receiving further guidance. You will soon learn that these gifts are not just for entertainment or ego gratification, and if you do not stay centered and focus on the greatest good for all, you will soon lose whatever abilities you have attained. Spirit is never verbose or negative, and any information from a higher source is always inspiring, uplifting, encouraging, and gives guidance, but does not dictate, flatter the ego or claim ultimate authority. Higher guidance is always for the good of all, not just for the few. Your guides and angelic helpers will give you information to assist you on your path toward enlightenment. However, they will not give you solutions to your problems or information to solve a challenging situation or resolve a life lesson. It is against the laws of the universe to do so. It is time for each of you to begin to receive your own answers and guidance from within as you reclaim your divine birthright. It is time to live your highest truth, to acknowledge and integrate every facet and aspect of your being and accept your cloak of mastery. Beloveds, I offer you my blazing sword of light, my sword of divine will, truth and valor, to assist you in cutting yourselves free from the shackles and illusions of the past. Come, I will guide and assist you as I have from the beginning of this great adventure. I am with you always. I am Archangel Michael.